Yeah, you're a bit terrifying, aren't you?
Goodbye.
I don't really blame the others for just jamming you at the front and then hiding in the back. Alright then, except the Warlord. I guess she was just gracious enough to let you do your thing. That's the seasons. This leads out to nothing. So where is the House of Valor? Like, I know it was absolutely destroyed and everything, but there's gotta be ruins or something. Alright, fine, I'm gonna make my way to the seasons. I'm gonna see if there's anything whatsoever going on. It can't have been just completely left in complete disarray, right? That's not the word I was looking for. Disrepair! I think that's what I was going for. Look at me using smart boy words that are like more than 3 syllables. Oh, but no, they're not. Disrepair is 3. Okay. I just lost all credibility as the smart boy, which I had for like a second. I'm not fighting! It's not my fault I have fucking murder balls permanently pursuing me. Okay, you actually made Dustling sound a bit adorable instead of a massive fucking racial slur. So, much appreciated, I guess.
Yes.
Who the hell are you? You're like the only Fate Weaver we've seen in the place where you'd think every Fate Weaver ever would be.
Welcome to the Gardens, mortal. But you have not come to visit the city, nor to speak with me. You are here on much graver errands.
Oh, you know it. The gravest errands that have ever erranded. Words.
I can help
Fate
you define
Weaver.
the role you will play in coming events, and the skills needed to finish that journey. We are a special breed, but you know that already.
And the
I am
Gardens of
only a visitor
Issa.
here like you. Perhaps I was drawn to this place by something greater than myself. Perhaps it was you.
Oh, you fucking know it was.
This
The
is where the Fae
trellis.
of Issa fulfill their roles in the telling. You mortals call it work, but we see it as following the cycle, letting our nature guide us.
We have one word for that, and it's just your entire fucking philosophy and religion. Well, that's depressing. But to be fair, I guess it's all we do with our entire fucking existences as well, right? Just work and then we die, because human society is fantastic. But, you know, what else have we got around here? It's literally just a big wheel. Can I react with the interact with the big wheel? No. No, this is its entirety.
Hello.
Okay, fantastic. Can I talk to a god?
I meant to watch.
But you just said the most adorable hello, and then just wanted me dead instantly after. Is hello a threat in the Feylands? I have no idea, but that would make me a very sad boy. Alright, let's see what we got going on down here. You're a random god, even though you look like a teenager. Understood. I think I'll quickly make my way back over to whoever the fuck we've been doing this dignitary shit for. Because I'm going to forget the order. I'm going to forget I even had a note for it if I accidentally leave it till next session. So let's definitely get that done. Longbow of execution. This isn't stealing, right? It would come up with a percentage if it was. That was just on the house? Why? That was actually pretty amazing. I mean, it's not the best thing I've ever seen, but it's pretty damn good. It's a bow, so I'll never use it, but still. I so want to visit the king. But now I've got water to collect. I need to immediately go back to the trellis because backtracking is pain. Oh. Hello, how the hell did I not see you before? Let's absolutely check you out.
I will not tell you of this. She disapproves of pride. She does embody nature's tooth. A sharp and silent, simple truth.
And that's something to be proud of, is it? That's good?
Among the ballad's lore. For humble though her carriage be, a greater knight we'll never see.
Than Lady Olaine? Huh, okay, fair enough. What was I supposed to be bringing back to you?
Doesn't look like you've had any luck. Forge me an honor brand and I'll do my best to make it worth your time. There should be plenty of parts around the city for...
What do you want me to do again?
Nice.
I have absolutely no idea what you wanted. For a second I thought you were the dude who I got drugged for. And then I remembered, no, that's the bar boy, which we'll deal with eventually. But at the same time, I don't think getting drugged has really ended up doing anything. It said go up, but right now I don't really know how to go up. I imagine I probably need to go to the High King for that one. So for now, let's just go collect a shitload of water. How exciting! Or, I mean, you know, we could just jump in the actual river, which is, you know, the thing we fucking need, and just get buckets full there. But I guess maybe that would cause the absolute apocalypse, so that's fine. Just need one more in the Court of Summer now, which I assume is going to be up by the font, or maybe there's something over there. Still haven't been there. That is the one building that I'm just yet to check out for some reason. I don't know why I'm stopping myself from doing it, but I guess because it'll probably take me to a massive fucking cave. Who are you? Oh, you're the squire. Perfect.
So, you're done. A right group of snakes, eh? So,
one of them was
any
fine.
insight into how I should
warlord
present
was
them so as
fine.
not to tug their writhing tails?
Who is actually the one I expected to be terrible of, you know, on account of her entire existence being
It's
murder.
good if someone does.
But
Go on. Let's line up these backstabbing serpents.
you're such a bastard. I don't know if this is supposed to be in order, but just in case.
Yes,
Great Huntress Hartwood.
yes.
It was in order. Okay, that was lucky. So she's first. Assuming we're going from front to back. I don't know why we wouldn't. It would be very strange if we weren't.
Of
Wenery.
course. And then?
You seem so bored. As if I haven't just done your entire fucking job for you and you're eternally grateful. Like this could have got you executed if you did this wrong.
All right.
Allseer.
Next.
Stinky
Yes,
boy.
Yes.
That's literally it. How did I
That's
do?
in perfect order for these fools. Saves me the trouble of talking to them. Thank you.
Better be a good reward for that, because that took a
Farewell,
while.
honorable one.
2 grand. 2 fucking grand. 2 fucking grand. But I guess it gets me closer and closer and closer to finishing literally every quest in the game, so that's another one crossed off. Aren't I a good boy? And we met some pretty cool dudes as well. Absolute arseholes for the most part, but some pretty cool dudes. Let's make our way to the Halls of Delving or whatever the fuck. Or just the Delving Hall, okay. Not everything needs an of in it, apparently. No matter how fantasy the setting may be. I really want to find another one of those fucking tablets. But it said it was a Dalentarth one, to be fair. Which means it could be anywhere in Dalentarth, I believe. So maybe there aren't any specific ones for this place, and I'm just a big old confused. I don't know. What do we got over here? This is the hall. And it's straight up in another very, very spooky looking tree. Opens with an ornate key. Who gave me this mission? I don't remember. But I am a little bit terrified. Maybe quite a bit more than a little. Who the fuck are you? You're not Fae. Random initiate? I guess maybe this is a faction? Yes, of course, it's the fucking Scholia Arcanum or whatever the fuck. I think they gave us this. Very, very easy. Thank you so much for making my life not hell for once. Infusing leggings and other complete shite. I mean, I can go that way, or I can talk to an actually interesting person. Are you actually interesting? Raina Nyorn. With a name like that, fucking obviously. Because it sounds like it's just like someone speaking backwards. There we go. Silver Knight, Renewing Signet, probably both going to be useless, but it's fine. Who doesn't love a little bit of uselessness in the morning?
Do you wish for some instruction?
That just sounded like erectile dysfunction, to be honest. No one's a big fan of erectile dysfunction, are they? What do you train me in? Sagecraft. Fuck yeah. You're fucking good at it as well, because I was already level 3. Thank
There's
you.
always time to grow your skills. Should you wish, I can offer you a chance to improve your abilities with sage crafting.
Except you can't, because I just did it and you'll never be able to again, because the game is weird. Tell me about
There's
Issa.
a certain communion with the magical energies of nature that we mortals can only dream of.
Scholia Arcana, then.
Many try to join our order, but most do not have the skill necessary to be of use.
Nowhere near as cool as me and you, huh? I mean, I haven't proved myself in the slightest, but I'm cooler than you, so... Pretty sure that's all you need, right? Not like absolute... bounds? Is that a word? I'll just say shitloads. I'll definitely stop trying to sound smart. We'll go with shitloads instead. Absolute shitloads of magical knowledge. And who needs that when you've got coolness? When you're radical.
I came to Scholia Arcana because magic flows through my family, my entire people. And though the magic is strong, it gives few answers to the questions of life. What is this power? Where does it come from? I hope to learn these truths in time.
Yeah, because you're probably ruining the entire world by casting it, and that absolutely includes me. But, oh well, what do we got over there? Who needs the world, right? If our magic is powerful enough, we'll just build another one. We'll just get all the magical fey trees to do it for us or whatever the fuck. This place big. Why is this place so underwater? I just remembered that one place that was like our first ever encounter with Jotun, and we basically discovered Atlantis. And that entire guy had built it. That's gotta become something eventually, right? If that just gets swept under the rug forever, I think I'm gonna cry, because that was one of the coolest things I think we've ever seen. Am I gonna have to fight all the other recruits or something? Your name is just Ethan.
Yes?
Could there be a more boring name in a fantasy context? Like, I know it's like Ethan, or whatever the fuck, so it's at least, you tried, I guess. But you wouldn't pronounce Ether. Okay, you would pronounce Ether. Never mind, I guess you get to be a bit cool.
Greetings. I will be the savant presiding over your trial of initiation.
Preside me so good.
Applicants have prepared for the challenges of this trial through years of study and training. But as Augur mentioned, we realize you are unique. Do you have any questions before we begin?
No, just tell me just how hard I'm going to cuck all the other people who've been training their entire lives, and I get the lovely singular spot available. What can I expect?
The magic of the ritual confronts the applicant with his or her own potential. Consequently, no two experiences are the same.
I'm sorry about my sniffling, by the way. I know it's gross.
Varies. Whatever takes place is for the applicant only. Tradition dictates it is never spoken of.
Not a whole lot I can do when I'm a sickly boy.
While whatever shape the magic takes isn't real, not truly, what happens can have real consequences. Do not underestimate the danger.
Oh, good. My dreams are gonna give me a stroke. That's not a good sign. I'll submit to the trial.
This is a fluid magic. The form it takes varies according to the power and nature of the ritual's focus. In this case, you. The goal is a simple one. Survive. Like every Scholia Arcana member before you, to join our ranks, you must first confront the specter of your potential.
So you straight up just kill the vast majority of your applicants?
Now,
or don't stop them
proceed to
dying?
the center of the circle to begin.
Fine, if I have to. I mean, I'm gonna absolutely ace it. Of course I will. Am I being sent away by all of your dudes? I'm not sure I like that so much. I don't trust that it's just gonna be in my head. I feel like you're just sending me into space or something. Okay. Did I save? I really hope I saved. That was terrible. I don't know how I did that. I was messing that up from the fucking beginning. Chakram of the Shaman. Some noble gloves. I need to take as much loot as possible, weirdly. I've been trying to leave behind, like, some of the shittier stuff. But I need my money back. I know we've got absolutely obscene amounts and everything. But we've spent at least 100k since we went into this place today. So, let us begin. Whoa! Whoa, what? Look at this! Fair Gorta. That's all I end up fighting? That's the best my mind could come up with?
Pay attention to my ramblings, Initiate. Those fair Gorta look like they're out for blood.
Do they? Because they look pretty fucking dead to me. It looks like I've already taken away all their fucking blood. What do we got over here? Oh, you can't hide a sneaky little bitch boy chest from me. I wonder if this ends up being in, will this come with me? Will this re-enter our world or whatever the fuck? It would be very, very, very mean if it didn't, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume so. Oh, you stole away my fucking... give me back my balls! I need them! Especially when everything's gonna be melee. I doubt they're sending other magical boys at me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. There it is. Costs so much mana, dude. I think that is the most mana costly ability that we have. And it's just a relatively useless shield. Like 10% damage resistance? That's not awful, but considering how much it costs and how many upgrades I've done to it, you'd think it'd at least be 20% or something like that by now, right? Or does that just sound really overpowered? I don't know. Oh, even that stunned you? That you should not be this weak. That was absolutely pathetic. I'm so sorry. I almost feel mean.
For violence. Intriguing.
You make that sound as if there was another way. Also, I just realized, I thought this was just lovely set dressing for a minute. That's a lot of corpses. And they are, but that is a really big corpse as well. Look at the size of that dude's face. Maybe I'm just seeing faces and otherwise just sort of goopy fucking blackness, but that looks like a face to me. Especially when you sort of, yeah, that's part of the same body. Because they just took a texture and pasted it over this random rock, I guess. And that's made him all stretched out and gross. Nice. Nice. Good job, game. Good job. Ugh. Alright, what do we got over here? Lovely shrooms. Of course, my dreams are just absolutely full of the most crippled of all mushrooms, the goddamn cripple spores. That's all I ever think about at night for some reason. Huh. At least this place looks absolutely amazing. Damn, dude.
What is that? A synergistic construct of all chemical elements resonant within a state-crafted crystalline substructure. I do hope you survive the trial. We must discuss this further.
I actually kind of really like this guy. He's sort of funny, but not obnoxiously funny like a couple of the other dudes I've tried in this guy. Actually, you know what? The humor pretty much consistently lands. And they know when they're doing annoying humor, because it seems like the character is the only one who finds himself funny and stuff like that. And no, I'm a big fan of this game's humor, actually. It's sort of a very... It's subtle, because this is a dark world, but it also knows when to do... when to... I don't know. It's really good tonally. The humor never really takes it away from the sort of overtly dark, everything is fucked kind of tone of this world. But it's also not such a dark tone that it completely ruins the humor or anything. It's a really cool balance. I knew exactly what they were going for, and they managed to stick to it religiously.
The trial is complete. Proceed.
It just said deeper. I feel like I was supposed to listen to that guy, because this is supposed to be terrifying, I think. But it's also just 100 skellies being thrown at a very powerful man.
Ah, a waterfall. That's lovely. What in blazes to offer? The details are exquisite. You obviously know them well.
I've fought them like 3 times. Is that really knowing them well? I feel like maybe you expect me to do a little bit more main quest before I came here. But no, I guess it is just the same pathetic Tuatha we've been facing over and over. It's not like there's any new classes or anything like that. And only just the boring-ass soldiers. How did you live? How did you live, especially? Excuse me? Not allowed. Surviving is definitely not within the rulebook here, sir. There you go. As we've already established like a billion times, I am the only one with glory.
Ahead, I sense another's presence in the trial. Growing.
The Dark Empyrean. Are you on my side? It very much seems to me that you're on my side, and I fucking love the sound of the Dark Empyrean. No one hurts my new wife, Dad? Yeah, that's definitely a go. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't tell. I just needed a little... What, are you coming to me? Or are you just sort of standing there? It looks like I could walk right past you and the shit would just carry on. Also, is this Canarok? No, it's not Canarok, it's the other one. It's the one that starts with D. And I can never remember its name. Hello, sorceress.
Where am I? What is this place?
You're in my stupid little head, lady. Who are you?
The Dark Empyrean. I cannot remember. I cannot remember anything.
I've never really known what Empyrean means.
I smell death on you, child.
I know what empirical means.
Why have you summoned me here?
I don't know what a person with sort of the, adjective empirical would be. I guess it's sort of like the highest possible power? Because, I mean, it's like the empirical means the best, right? Or the ultimate, or the original, or it can mean many, many things. I'm not claiming to be in any kind of way smart. It's like, I'm stupid. I'm not gonna try to explain this shit on a YouTube video where I'm full of disease, or at least a vague fucking cold. And I'm on like 3 hours sleep, because I don't even know my own name right now. Why are you here?
I am the Dark
succeeded.
Empyrean,
Fuck yeah.
and I will not be bound by you or those you serve. I could kill you now, but I have plans for those who watch from the shadows. Now be gone.
I guess if I... What? Why would you go hostile? I thought I persuaded you. I'm free. But this is definitely still part of the dream. The entire world wasn't on fire when I first fucking came here. Oh, and I opened up the depths of hell and killed everyone around me. Good. That's
power.
good.
One moment we were linked, sustaining the magic of the trial, and then an arc of energy, the likes of which I have never seen, burst from you. 3 mages lay dead, and 2 have fled screaming. I know the trial is not meant to be shared, but what in Lyria's name happened?
Is the trial real?
A difficult question. The purpose of the spell is to confront the focus, in this case you, with a force representative of his or her potential. How it goes about this is, well, uncertain. The magic finds a way. So, I must ask, what happened in your trial? What did you encounter?
You were watching the entire thing. You were literally living inside of my earlobes. I could hear your every thought, no? A woman. Masked in shadow. But if that's supposed to be my potential, then I'm going to get a sex change and what the fuck is going on? Hello?
A woman? Masked in shadow? I will need to consult my books. Perhaps later we can discuss the details.
Please do, because I'd like
For
to keep
now,
my dick.
We have dead to bury, and missing mages to find. As for the formalities, you have proven yourself worthy in the trial of initiation. In the name of the Scholia Arcana, I hereby confer unto you the title of Neophyte.
Wow, that makes me feel so cool.
Come speak to me when you're ready to be of use.
Neophyte. Fucking neophyte. I'm ready already. Of course I am. I don't want to remain a neophyte forever. The initiate... Just tell me more, dude. What the fuck just happened?
Oh, right. You passed. Up until the point where all hell broke loose, you were even doing well. Not that we expected anything less.
So is that Dark Empyrean gonna be the focal point of this questline? Or is she just... Or maybe the focal point of this questline is just my magical skills. The interiors of my brain is just absolute insanity. And I'm like a very, very strange magical being that they need to explore? I don't know. I'm definitely down for that. I'm definitely down for more weird, trippy dream sequences. Just preferably when I don't kill all my new colleagues at the end. I don't think they're going to be very happy that I'm joining them forever. Scholia Arcana.
Ah, yes. Newly welcomed applicants are known as neophytes. In time, those who have progressed to handling certain amounts of responsibility may become docents. Particularly gifted members may one day reach the rank of adept.
Oh.
They are traditionally the agents of the Scholia Arcana, to whom great tasks may be entrusted.
So the woman who gave me my first task wasn't even very powerful.
These are the leaders of the Order, and they yield only to one, the Archsage.
And you are a savant, right? And even you have absolutely no idea what happened? Yeah, that's a good sign. I'm terrifying, aren't I? Magic, just in general. What is magic? Should probably know that by the time you join the Scholia Arcana, but whatever.
It is a wondrous world we have been graced with. And among its marvels is the force of magic that builds in strength every day. We have a responsibility to know what these forces are, so that we may better control it.
Is no one making any kind of connection to the fact that mortal magic is getting stronger, whereas ancient immortal fucking magic just continues to wane? We're disrupting the balance, and that's causing wars and shit like that. Hell, maybe That's why, what's your name? Gadflow has gotten so angry. Maybe he's genuinely trying to save his own people, or at least maintain their power. You can't really blame him for that. I mean, he's an absolute monstrosity, but maybe his intentions aren't horrible? What's my next assignment?
I am sending you to the ruin of Aod, to the south. There, the element of fire thrives as though it has a life of its own.
I've been there,
After your
but
initiation
why?
trial, the magic in Aod shifted.
Okay,
I
so it's
believe
going to be
this
completely
magic
different
is
anyway?
tied to you, Initiate. Confronting it might yield some answers.
I think we went there for another quest, and it's rare that you have to go to a dungeon for more than one mission, unless it's like one mission and a mission you picked up in the same tree, or one mission and a fetch quest. That occasionally happens, but it's never like two big missions in one. Maybe I just went there to clear it out, I don't remember. Who the fuck is Nuala Ingus?
It does not surprise
Or
me that
Ignis.
Nuala survived the backlash of power that killed 3 of her brethren. From
Oh,
the
I guess
first
one of the
day
mages
her
that
novitiate,
put me in
she
that mess.
demonstrated an insatiable curiosity and remarkable talent. But now, I can't help but wonder if we pushed her too hard.
I mean, she's alive, so I guess you pushed it just about hard enough. History of
Priests of Rakor have long sealed Aod from entry, but we know it to be an ancient ruin. If you're interested in the details, read Valthilian Carr's Aod, the Mythos of Mayhem. I'm sure our library has a copy.
That does not sound like a valuable use of my time. But at the same time, I'm very, very excited to explore just a little bit more of your base, if only I knew where it was. Kadok.
He is, one of the most gifted sage crafters we have produced in generations. Wherever he may be, I hope he is safe and will soon return to the fold.
What can I expect from
Followers of Rakor dwell within. They have quite the affinity for fire, as do other creatures found there. As for what may be causing the recent swelling in power emanating from the ruin, your guess is as good as mine.
I too absolutely fucking love arson, so I feel like we're gonna get along very, very well. Either that, or we're just gonna try and see who can melt each other the fastest, and I guarantee I'm gonna win that fight. I just wish I could loot my new dead friends.
Oh, yes.
I never left. What are you talking about? Where the hell am I going now? Let me take a drink. Man, when the hell is this sickness gonna go away? It's so fucking annoying. Do any of you actually do shit now? Or did you open up like a whole nother area for me? It said like your library should have a copy or something. I guess this is your library. And we needed a loading screen for this for some reason. The loading screens to go from area to area literally take less time, but whatever. I'm gonna read this because I'm quite intrigued, even though it's about one dungeon in a massive fucking game with probably well over 100 dungeons. But it's interesting. So, if you want to skip, please do feel free, but I shall continue. The Mythos of Mayhem by Valthilian Carr. Introduction. Fire. That essence which invigorates the imagination of the mind, yet stifles the growth of the natural. It is both a weapon and a tool, a source of fascination to all people. Who can help but be mesmerized by the intricacies within a dancing flame? From this single element sparks the spirit of life. For ages, few have understood its potential, and fewer still have mastered the art of controlling its starved nature. Yet there is a place in the Feylands where it is not only studied, but worshipped. For within there exists an especial connection to this otherworldly power. Indisputably, I'm gonna stop doing that. Aod is the prime nexus of the living flame. In this volume, I will give a brief history of the legendary sanctum and elucidate the mystery surrounding this. So I guess that's like lucid? So it's just sort of shine a light upon, sort of? But in a way more complicated and unnecessary way, you dicks who just want to hurt my tiny mind. Mystery surrounding this ruin. Part 1. That wasn't part 1. We only just started. Oh no. The mythos. The beginnings of Aod are shrouded by the darkness of ages past. According to legend, the temple was a place of communion with Vrakor, the god of fire, before the coming of the architect, and the Sheed was a panoply of disparate elemental energies. When the architect first came upon the Sheed, he was nearly consumed by a magical wild inferno. He sought to quell the raging fire, and diverted the waters of the Sheed so that they would fall upon the inferno. With the flames extinguished, he could see the inferno was actually a sanctum of fire. The tale ends with the architect, then turning to shape the rest of the Sheed. The earliest recorded mention of comes from the histories of the Durek-Alfar War. According to the Dokkalfar historian Almain, during the Durek invasion of the Alfar lands, a portion of the Durek army came across a glowing temple carved from stone at the foot of a waterfall. The Durek contingent, being a warlike and foolhardy tribe, entered and disappeared within the depths of the temple. It is possible that the glowing temple in question was any number of ruins found throughout Dalentarth. However, earlier when writing of the Durek army's route, Almain describes their trespassing of a sacred fey place, an enormous tree, unlike any others found within the enchanted fey forest. This would be Caer Niralim of the Ring of Kyotsai, found in the Sheed and well within half a league of Aod. The next possible mention of Aod is found in Fey lore, through a verse in the Withering War. And Issa planted the gardens after the storm, nurtured by the court of summer, by the ruin... Shit, no, I closed it by accident. Oh, why do you do this to me, game? Hello? Also, who the hell is VC? That's whoever the fuck owns this book, but I mean, that's definitely not... maybe it's Valethrian or whatever Valethrian... Maybe it was the author and not the owner? I fucking know. Fire! What was I reading? The Ruins of Fire, right? Summer by the Ruins of Fire. I have no idea what... I don't think we've ever seen that. Here we find a reference to the Ruins of Fire, which is Aod, you moron. What's wrong with me? Near Issa and the Court of Summer. When taken figuratively, it is an obvious reference to the lands destroyed within the Withering War. However, if a literal interpretation is made, then this must be a direct reference to Aod. The only other eligible ruins near Issa are either completely lost to us, or Arduath and Rundamir. Both Arduath and Rundamir are more distinctly hollows of Fey design, rather than a set of ruins. Neither have any connections with the fire, nor any known history of being burned during the events of the Withering War. Therefore, this phrase must be in reference to Aod. Avold, in her works on the Withering War, explains that it occurred shortly after an Order of Ash established the universal principles of magic. Already then, is Aod known as a ruin? Rather than intact, this supports the theory that Aod is centuries older than most ruins found within Dalentarth proper. Given that Almain specifically describes Aod as a temple rather than a ruin, we can surmise the timeline for Aod's ruination to be sometime between the Durek-Alfar War and the formation of the Almain Kingdom, some 1100 years later. Not nearly as long as I expected ago, but maybe it's a little bit more than that. I don't know what the timeline of this world is in the slightest, to be honest. I don't know how old Niralim is, but you gotta assume he's older than most Fae. I know Fae are immortal and everything, but they still do die, right? And then they're just reborn, but of like the current vessels that those Fae inhabit, I assume he's older than pretty much all of them, which is a bit terrifying. What do you want from me now, buddy? You want me to explore Aod? Or I could actually go meet the king and do the interesting thing in this fucking area for once. So, I think it's time for some fucking main quests. And I'm really excited, man. I plan to do a lot more main quests than this in this session, because just exploring this one place and not doing a huge amount, we've been doing a hell of a lot. We've been doing side quests, we've been talking to people, we've been exploring this incredible world. But other than that, we basically ignored the main quest as soon as we did that one main quest. I'm not going to let that happen now, because I am desperate to speak to this lovely kingly boy. But at the same time, I'm definitely going to talk to all of these people.
How nice.
Wait a minute, it's all of you?
Welcome to the Trellis, Duskling. This is a sacred walk. You gaze down
You're
from
not
heaven
in the
upon
trellis, you
ruin that
fucking
mortals
liar.
brought.
This is the
Just look at
font.
the House of Valor.
It's
a
not
crumpled
here.
husk of its former self. Is this the fate of all our kind? To be wrung in the hands of the mortal world, to wither and fade?
Well, let's fucking hope so. You're gonna get
Farewell,
wrung
young
so
one.
damn good. Oh, it's just one of these things? Well, that's boring. Oh well, that was the last one. I can now open the waterlock, but no, we're not gonna do it yet. We're gonna turn in whatever the fuck this is, or at least talk to whoever the fuck this is. Then we're gonna talk to the king, and then we'll deal with the boring busy work. So, boring busy work that will save the Fae's waning magic, apparently? I don't know how that fucking works, but...
I must not be disturbed.
well, I'm gonna disturb the hell out of you. Although apparently I don't need to. You can just steal some fucking bristletongue. And apparently you only need a single seed, or the seeds of a single flower. How many fucking seeds these things give off? This is gonna be your entire fucking
Mortals have no place on the
lifesaver. Whatever. Tell me about yourself, Arthur Girl.
I am guardian of the court of summer and protector of the font. I watch over the most precious of the city's blossoms, including the rare bristle-tongue bloom.
Yeah, about that. It's mine forever.
Its petals open once every few seasons, lifetimes for mortals such as you. But its seeds are potent and volatile, hence my vigil.
When you say potent and volatile, do you mean if I feed someone this, they'll explode? 'Cause you could have told me that before I'd already picked up the fucking quest. Oh no! Is that actually a thing? Maybe it's just if you set them on fire. Most people's stomachs aren't full of fire, right? As far as I know. This is gonna be very bad.
The court communes in the building behind you. They are not to be disturbed, for their wisdom can shift the stars and clear the clouds. You are not to go near.
Except that's my entire mission, and I listen to the main quest gods way more than I listen to this random guy, but you do have a cool face. If you weren't ginger, you'd look a little bit cooler. And not because gingers are soulless monstrosities or anything, because of course they aren't. Mostly. It just really doesn't fit with the Fae face, I think, especially these darker Fae. In fact, you look like Winter Fae. But I don't know if that's just because my fire is sort of like constantly in your face, it just changes the lighting a little. I don't know, but you don't look in any kind of way like any Fae we've met so far. Well, I mean, the fucking Tuatha are technically Fae. I've met a lot of them, and they're all dead. And you kind of look like those dudes. God, Judy.
I patrol the gardens near the font during the daylight hours, but must return to reverie at twilight, as do all my kind.
Is reverie a place? Or, like, the state of irreverence?
It is a powerful communion between the Fae and the magic that sustains us. We come together in the evening hours to connect and to feel as one.
Oh, that's adorable. I want to be a part of that, even though I have no fucking right to whatsoever.
Many
the
believe
font.
that the font supplies all of the western Fae lands, the realm of the Summer Court, with their magic. Its flow touches all of us with